Hello everyone, this is Who here. Welcome to episode 18 / the 4-part Chronicle mode. Welcome back to Let's Play SEGA GT Online / 2002. This time we're using the Lotus EUROPA Special for 1973. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. So here we are, back at Big Race Faith for the 5th time. Well, this car, as all those cars are, is definitely a very good car. It's very fast, has great handling, and yeah, I think it's probably the best car to use in Chronicle mode. Actually, I think it's just really fast and has very good handling. It looks really cool. It's really nice in this deep blue color as well. I just absolutely love this car. It's beautiful. It's wonderful, it's great, it's good acceleration, good speed, great everything. So yeah, let's see I'm ready in first. Going through this tunnel again. How big of a lead do I have? A 5-second lead over the other EUROPA Special. Yeah, this car's a lot better than the last two cars I used. Much better than the SEGA and the Alfa Romeo we just used. So yeah, we'll need to come to the end of the first lap. Still love to do this track. I'll keep saying that to the end of time. And yeah, I wonder what's all the stuff on the other side of the road, right side I mean. Hey, look, there's a bunch of houses over here. You know, it would be cool if I could manage to see all these tracks straight from above. That would be very interesting. Yeah, look, we got houses and castle. Unfortunately, can't go through there. Maybe because of, well, but yeah. Anyways, Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be silent for a moment. Now, after this first race, I'll tutorial what the Wikipedia has say for this car. First off, we need to get through this first race first. 16-second lead. This car is awesome. Nope. This car's awesome. So good, it's damaging my throat. Don't worry, I got myself a drink here, so that my throat won't be so sore. Pass through the finish line, and that's our first race done already. We're just breezing through Chronicle mode right now. Let's get our tires. Tires. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? Nope. The tires. Give me some good old tires. Let's move on to the early 80s, where Michael Jackson was the king of pop. No. Okay. Everything's in sepia tone. It's wonderful. And then the colour slowly fades in. I see red. I like Quattro. And mine already in first place. Like I said, this car is probably the best car there is in Chronicle mode. Yes, I say Z better than the Corvette because sure, the Corvette is faster than the EUROPA Special, but it's dampened by its poor handling. This, however, is fast and it has fantastic handling from the get-go. And it's even better with a better grip from the tires. So yeah, Now I guess I'll do my bi-daily. Bi-daily is because I upload these videos. Yeah. Now for your bi-daily segment of the Chronicle videos, the history of whatever car I am driving. Just let me get up the Wikipedia page pretty quickly, and I guess I'll start reading about this. Anyways, what does make this EUROPA so special? Apparently there's Series 1 and Series 2 of these cars. I don't know what type this is though, so I don't know. Like I say, this is a Series 2 car, I think. Okay, I found the article Wikipedia page for the EUROPA Special, and I mean the Special Edition. Just car and driving. There we go. In Europe and rest of the world markets, the big varied EUROPA Special version was as pirated by Dell, also carbureted version of the same engine. In addition, it also offered a new Renault 5-speed Type 365 gearbox option, where it weighs 740 kilograms. Motor Magazine famously tested UK Special to a top speed of 125 miles per hour. It went from 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds and ran a quarter mile in 15 seconds. This at a time where all road tests were carried out with both a driver and a passenger, with only the driver on board. It could have went from 0 to 60 within under 6 seconds, a phenomenal performance for the period. In the US version of the EUROPA Special, where the Februarized version of the Big Fair had already been introduced earlier in the Twin Cam model, the only changes were larger brakes and the optional 5-speed transmission, which will then become standard on the Special in 1974. So that's what it has to say with the Special variant of the Lotus EUROPA, and I mean this car. Now I think I'll read the first lines of this car as well. The Lotus EUROPA name is used on two distinct mid-engine GT coupe cars built by Lotus Cars. The original EUROPA and its variants comprised the Lotus Types 46, 47, 54, 65 and 74, and were produced between 1966 and 1975. The name was later revived in the Type 121 EUROPA S, a Lotus Elise-derived design produced from 2006 to 2010. So this car lasts for 9 years and got revived for a couple of years as well. That's interesting. Okay, won the early 80s races. There we go. Another goal for me. As per usual, I'll get the ball on turbo because I have no points for that. Plus I do need more speed. We'll go switch handling speed and handling and speed. But handling is definitely most important, followed by acceleration, followed by 3, I said this already. EUROPA versus Esprit. Which is superior? Well, you know what it is. Let's see. Bye bye Esprit, bye bye MR2. Bye bye Storian. Bye bye Peugeot 205. And oh, bye bye Nissan Mid 4. First place already. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I'm surprised this car uses a Renault engine of all things. before eventually it switches to a Lotus/Ford engine. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. So this car is definitely part of the Series 2 type of Lotus Europas here. That's definitely for sure. So I'm going to read from Series 2 page here. The Europa Series 2 or Lotus Type 54 was introduced in April 1968, approximately chassis number 0645 onwards. Series 2 cars use the same 1470cc Renault engine and mechanical components as the earlier Series 1, but added a number of key refinements including opening electric windows, adjustable seats, a new fully coveted interior, and a polished wooden fascia panel for the dashboard. The most significant change was the switch from fully bonded construction to the use of bolt fasteners to attach the fiberglass body to the backbone steel frame. While reducing the torsional and flexural stiffness somewhat, the use of a separable body was welcomed by the automotive insurance industry as it greatly reduced the complexity and costs of making repairs to the vehicle. Early examples of the Series 2 were extremely almost identical to the Series 1 with the exception of the new windows. From early 1969, secondary front indicator lamp nacelles were added between the headlights, and larger door handles were used in place of the Series 1 push-button items. And I also won the late 80s race, no surprise there. Now let's move on to the hardcore 90s. As of course, get the weight reduction, because I need that weight reduction. It's okay. Halfway through already, sheesh. Told you this car's good. It's okay. Goodbye Fiat. Bye bye Outclone. Bye said Hurdy 2. Bye Skyline. And goodbye Impreza. Imprezzo. Okay. So now that I'm in first place and I'm probably gonna catch me at speed 10 soon. I guess I continue on with reading whatever else left off. Yeah, I honestly don't know where I left off. I'm trying to see. I'll find something here. Early examples of the Series 2 vehicles was externally almost identical to Series 1 vehicles with the exception of the new windows. From early 1969, secondary front interior lamp nacelles were added between the headlights, and larger door handles were used in place of the Series 1's push-button items. During 1968, a number of Europas and Elans were produced bearing black and silver Lotus badges on the nose and steering wheel in place of the customary yellow and green ones. The official Lotus Cars website states these black badge vehicles were to commemorate the death earlier in 1968 of Jim Clark, Lotus champion Formula 1 driver. However, this is debated by other sources. Huh. Okay. Contemporary road tests for the Europa Series 2 recorded a top speed around 120 miles per hour. Goes from 0 to 60 in 9.3 seconds, standing a quarter mile times around 16.7 seconds, and overall fuel economy around 30 miles per gallon. I think that's what it means, MPG. Hey. I know Jungle Guide just upload a new video, but that's not relevant to this Let's Play now, isn't it? I don't know what to say. How about I just talk about the modern Europa, why not? In 2005, Lotus released images of a new GT type car called the Lotus Europa S, based on Lotus Elise, which is odd. Why not based on the actual roof instead of whatever? The car was officially announced at the 2006 Geneva Motor Show. Lotus Europa S production commenced in July 2006 and continued to 2010. The engine was a 2.0 L turbo delivering 200 PS, which adds to 197 horsepower at 5,400 RPM, with a maximum torque of 472 Nm, whatever it means, at 500 5,400 RPM. Goes from 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds, that's improvement. For a maximum speed of 143 miles per hour, notice to not export the EUROPA S to the USA. Oh. Despite this, the American manufacturer Dodge was developing an electric vehicle based on the EUROPA, known as the Dodge Circuit, which it planned to bring to the US market by 2010, but the project was cancelled according to Order Car in May 2009. The EUROPA SE was unveiled at the Geneva International Motor Show on the 5th of March 2008. The EUROPA was an upgraded model with more comfort in mind, intended to bring more customers. The EUROPA S motor was modified to bring power to 225 PS, which is 222 horsepower, and torque to 300 mm. And of course, the EUROPA was discontinued in 2010. So, sad. However, done with the waste of the early 90s. Let's get some port polish and try to deal with the hardest race in the game. I mean, in the Chronicle mode. The late 90s, it's not the hardest race overall. So let's see how the EUROPA Special does. Oh, bye. Goodbye. 4th place already. This is looking pretty good. Now I actually have a chance this time. Bye RX-7. Bye Lancer. There's the Pretzel again. And bye Pretzel. This car is overpowered. Please nerf Sakurai. Wait, you didn't make this game. That's what I'm saying. Please nerf WoW Interactive. Or WoW Entertainment. WoW whatever. Apparently I can't remember what you were called. I don't know, what were the developers of this game? I know it's WoW something. Okay. Look at the Wikipedia page. It's WoW Entertainment, not interactive. Not interactive, not whatever. It's WoW Entertainment. Or it's known as SEGA WoW. It was founded in the year 2000 and was defunct in during just 4 years. Wow. That's sad. But apparently it merged with Sega's research and development, so... Okay. So what other games are there besides... well, this game? Let's see. Quiz Game, Sega Strikeout Sports Chan, Wire Riders, Wells. Never heard any games all. The House of Dead 3. Of course, the original Sega GT on the Dreamcast, Sega Marine Fishing, Sega Tetris, what? Sega Bash Fishing 2. Apparently they were responsible for the Bash Fish, I don't know. World Series Baseball 2K1. Of course, this game. Wait, I didn't know the original Sega GT was on PC. Huh. Maybe it's just ported or something. I don't know. Sega Bash 4. Not much of very well known games here. It's like they overworked Shinobi for the PS2. It overlooked on Skies of Arcadia. Yeah, it looks like WoW Entertainment was only known for this racing game, really. That's kind of sad. Sega, please take a sequel to this game away, please! I don't know. Hang on. Sega, just bring this racing series back for the Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's kind of pointless bringing it to PS4 because of Gran Turismo, and it's kind of pointless bringing it to Xbox One again because of Forza. So you know what? Bring the Sega GT series back again on the Nintendo Switch. That would be awesome. No, I don't think they will do that. If they do, I'll be so happy. Unfortunately, no. It's probably never gonna happen. Oh well. So yeah, I do want talking about cars, so talk about the developer of this game. Seeing the gun debunked in such a quick time. So yeah, that's the late 90s done. Another easy first place. let's move on to the last race of Chronicle mode. Clear. Looks like it's going to be another all gold one here. Again, you don't get anything if you clear all gold on a car here. You're just going to get further higher and the price card is still yours. So here we go. Back to the early 2000s. And oh, the Elise XG. Oh boy. That car's good too. But the Kenny will put top it. Wow, what am I gotta do? So also looks beautiful in green. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a toughie. Bye Mustang GT. Gonna take the shortcut and instant first place. Are they gonna catch up though? Yep, took quite a while though, but nah. Oh well. I haven't mentioned where this game was released, so the game for this, SEGA G2002, the original, you might say, it was released in North America on September the 2nd, 2002. It was released in Japan on September the 12th, 2002, and was released in Europe on November the 8th, 2002. So yeah, and for SEGA GT Online, the game I'm playing right now, it was released in Japan on Christmas of 2003. Then it came in North America on January the 27th, 2004, and it came in Europe on February 6th, 2004. Why do I always get last? Okay. No, I might as well read about this game's Wikipedia page. I'm waiting on the SEGA GT 2002 Wikipedia page. SEGA GT 2002 is a sequel to WoW Entertainment's racing game SEGA GT, released late in 2002 as a competitor to the PlayStation 2's highly successful Gran Turismo 3. Yeah, this game was originally intended to be released for the Dreamcast, but when the Dreamcast was discontinued in 2001, the game was reprogrammed for the Xbox, much like Tojo Now 3. Following its initial release as a retail game, it was given away on a disc with just a rare feature and specially marked Xbox console packages, which my first console was in. Then Sega released SEGA GT Online for the following year, with extra cards and an online facility to be used with the Xbox Live. SEGA GT 2002 introduced plenty of innovative features, many of which were later adopted by future games of its kind. So, game features. This is the only GT-styled game that allows the player to select their opponents directly. What does it mean by that? Oh yeah, it means the CPU, but it's option in Quick Battle. You can go to Quick Battle and choose CPU, and you can clearly watch computer-controlled opponents duke it out in the race. That's what we're talking about. Unlike the original game, there are no world cars to win anymore, even though old racer cars can still be won from races. Some prizes are special prizes that can only be won by doing a certain objective, which I mentioned before. Huh. There were world cars in the original Dreamcast game? Hey. One day I gotta play through the original SEGA GC for the Dreamcast. See how much that's changed. The game includes of a damage layer in lieu of rendered damage, but while it does not affect the handling, thank God, it will reduce the world prize point at the end of a race, when the player finishes the race of the cars, whereas the game world prize JC is already. Unlike Gran Turismo, these races test a lead time that's instead of separate races, focus on specific areas to try, which Gran Turismo does. Car features. As applies to the real world, it's the only game of its kind that doesn't give the player fresh parts of it after each race. Most notably, tyres, and encourage them to service the car at a regular interval depending on wear and tear. So that's why I always get tyres a bit early and all that. This is the first game sold outside the Japanese market to emphasize highly on pre-80s classic Japanese cars or nostalgic hero cars under the Japanese magazine of the same name. An example is the extremely slow Honda S600, and is the first GT style game to allow you to name your price when you sell your car, rather than selling it at a fixed price. The price is named for your car that is outside your garage for saying a high price to lower chance your car. Yeah, it's basically explaining the sale feature in this game. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop there because I just beat the final race of Chronicle mode. We're done with the EUROPA special. Another all gold one, and for being Chronicle mode with the EUROPA special, we unlock the Lotus E-Land Senior 1, or SR1, I don't know what the SR means. So I could use that for quick battle. Huzzah! The legend racing will never die, yeah. So, and we unlocked the last card that we had news in Chronicle mode, the Toyota T2711. And we unlocked all the cards that we need to use in Chronicle mode, so no need to worry about that anymore. So, next time on Let's Play SEGA GT's online Chronicle mode, we shall be using the Corvette Stingray. Oh boy, so this is Morgan and Who, and I'll see you next time. Lay people.